Round 2, Heat 15, Filipe Toledo, the winningest surfer here in Brazil on the CT level, up against Callum Robson. But we've seen upsets today. Can Callum deliver another upset?
I liked it. I thought it was very impressive. Cat reflexes.
Here's Toledo's opening ride, Jesse.
Beautiful open face. Nice car for Filipe right there. The wave starts to taper off right here. Keeps his rails clean. Now it stands back up. Up and vertical. Oh, it just goes over the handlebar a little.
But has not had a win as of yet this season. Callum Robson, solid surfing from the Australian right there.
That's what I was mentioning. He's not as critical as what we're going to watch right now. Different heats, but it doesn't matter. Massive punt, clears that whitewater section, landing in just a bit.
Took the win. Here we go. Filipe Toledo, I feel, needs to fight back at this point. Smooth off the bottom, hooking off the top for the two-time world champ. Another smooth carve on the back end for Toledo. Known for his fireworks, he's going to just keep the board in the water right here, keep a solid performance for a backup from his opening 5.5. We'll see how the numbers...
Fixed spot, but with a little bit extra weight on the front foot, and that didn't help him. A very long bottom turn for Filipe. Gets up and vertical, smooths it out, drawing out more, and finish it off smartly. Make sure he's in front of that whitewash, three-turn combo.
And try to surf a little bit. Back to you.
Thank you. Filipe Toledo up, live. Toledo chasing a 6.34. So sharp, so quick on the backhand. Needed that finish right there. A little bit of backwash being a deterrent for the finish for Filipe Toledo. Pinga looking on, along with Rafael Romano, his trainer. Replay here.
I mean, his board looks incredible. The acceleration he's getting in the turns and how sharp he is. I mean, it's all to the left. Look like Callum Robson up and riding.
Long bottom turns, arcing top turn. Setting up again, Robson smashes the lip there. Sure-footed finish there for the Australian, looking to better a 5.83 and extend his lead over Filipe Toledo.
Create a little bit of separation. We see right here, first one's just kind of to add some points to it and time it perfectly. Does that little pump, gets a great angle, opens up the bottom turn to be vertical and backside airs. Callum Robson up and riding. We'll get back to that after.
Cal in the lead, and he's been doing some very solid surfing for Robson. Up ahead against Filipe Toledo at this moment, looking to better a 6.93.
Big ramps, and it's going to pay off to who? That's the question in the next few minutes.
So that's just a throwaway that we're seeing on the replay there, Jesse, for Callum Robson. Filipe Toledo needs to come back. Toledo pops it up and spins it around like he often does, meets the oncoming section with a quickness, and uncharacteristically gets sent out and incomplete.
Beautiful bottom turn to get up in the air. Nice blow tail reverse, comes back, critical turn.
Here we go, in straining, dropping into the... I love the tail stall into a barrel for Filipe Toledo. Skips around that section, slices through that opening turn, kicks out, looking like he's a little bit...
Beautiful technique right there. Very unique to stall off that back foot. Usually people nowadays use the arms to drag, but it's beautiful. And then nice carve. And then he starts to eye it down to close out, but he sees the backwash coming towards him, so he gives up. Look what happened. Needed a little bit more of a coping, right? So when you're doing those ollie-oops, you're obviously rotating away from the beach. So you need the coping to push you downwards as going. But we might see an opportunity here for him.
Winds up off the bottom. Slices the sharp eye. Little bog right there. He's going to have to make up for it down the line. Surprising that he's sticking with this wave.
He's moving.
He's just trying to get a ride and reposition himself. Good call.
Yeah, I think so. So you see the wave is not as hollow as it was in João Chumbinho's heat. Maybe not as many ramps as he was before. So right now he's sitting without priority and Callum is on top of him. So he has a little gap, the same way that happened to Barry Mamiya and Marco Mignon in the previous heat. He's going to get... So as he was landing, his body was twisted, but the board wasn't there. So it just makes it even harder.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Toledo!
No, but it was a great point you mentioned.
Whoa.
720. Just going for.
He was going for the 7. Should have settled for the 5. There he goes. And there's not going to be another wave for Filipe Toledo. So just the ride in for the Australian. from Evans Head, Australia. So another upset, and a happy Callum Robson came up against probably the most dangerous surfer in the draw. Gabe Medina out, and now Filipe Toledo out. You can see the numbers there. Excellent ride for Callum Robson on his way to round 3 here at the VIVO Rio Pro, presented by Cero.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Callum. You caught 6 waves while Filipe caught 12 waves. Were you been like more selective? Was that your strategy? Congratulations.
Thank you. No, I think I just got some better waves early, so it allowed me to be more patient while he was trying to roll the dice underneath me. So, yeah, it was quite stressful having Filipe only needing a 7.4 with however long I had. It was like 20 minutes still, and yeah, I just was trying to just stay on him as much as I could and try and close that heat out. But I knew I was coming up against it with Filipe here in Brazil. And I took some inspiration from my good friend Maddie getting the win. We're staying together. He got a win against Gabby this morning. So, yeah, I was pretty chuffed to keep the good house rolling.
That's a huge thing. Winning a Brazilian in Brazil in front of this crazy crowd, a 2-time world champion. How does that feel? Do you feel more confident now?
Oh, I knew that was a massive heat. And getting out of this round into getting to the ninths is massive at this time of the year. So, yeah, when I drew Filipe, I knew that was going to be super, super hard, and I was quite nervous before it. But I just stuck to what I wanted to do, and I was stoked it worked.
And it worked. Congratulations. Good luck. Back to you guys.